Hi, everybody. This is Vladi and we have beautiful Tessia Brival here. And hi, Tessia.
Hi, Vladi. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I love your book. Absolutely love your book. Tessia is actually publishing on the 17th of November. So we like to call her a soon-to-be international best-selling author. And her book, as you can see on her beautiful background, is called Rejuvenated. I'm probably not pronouncing it as she would because she's perfect French lady. Moms makes happy kids. But she's going to give you an insight about the book, and it's absolutely phenomenal for every mom to read.
Yes. So yes, the book it's called Rejuvenated Moms Make Happy Kids, and it's all about to learn how to reconnect to yourself, to your core self, to be rejuvenated while obviously doing an incredible job, raising your children. And often I realized because obviously I'm a single mother of two young children, so I've been there when they were babies, and it was so difficult to just have time for myself, and I just didn't believe I could have time for myself. And years was passing for without me doing anything for myself, so I started to lose myself, and it was very difficult. And I realized, uh, after a couple of years, that it shouldn't be this way. There was something wrong. And I decided to focus more on what I want to do, what are my goals, what are my plans, but still including my children. And that's where I realized that no, we can do it in another way, a better way, a more fulfilling way to raise our children. When you rejuvenate yourself, when you rejuvenate your body, your mind, your spirit, you just feel stronger and confident, to do what's best for your children, to do what's best for you and for your children. So that's really what this book is about. It's really to learn some tips, practical tips to feel rejuvenated, regenerate, and restore to a worthy state.
I love that. And I love what you said, because when we have a kid, we give them our full ourselves, and we almost justify it's not being okay for me to spend the time. And it's just the awareness that actually the better we feel, the more love and time and energy we can give them.
Exactly, the more quality time as well. When you rejuvenate because you take just an hour for yourself and then you go back to your child, you just happier, right? So the time you're gonna spend with your child will be even a more joyful time together.
It's true, and it's connection as well. I love that. And I love what you said. I love to rejuvenate where you actually including your children as well. Because what we see these days a lot is if we need to spend some time with ourselves, we almost need to give kids away or leave them in a club or doing something. It's a way of learning. So, it's maybe challenging at the beginning. I'm sure we all find it. And this is why your book is going to be such a great guide. Because while reading something, moms can realize that, oh, hold on, I can do that. It's almost, sometimes we know that, but when somebody else tells us, it makes us feel as we're looking for approval, as we don't need it, but we all also sometimes do.
Exactly. And sometimes it's very difficult as well for moms to just let it go. They feel that they really need some time for themselves, but they're like, oh no, I'm not gonna let the child to go to a daycare or to a childminder or babysitter. But they need to understand that they need as well to prioritize their health.
Absolutely.
It's so important.
Absolutely.
It's vital because lots of moms, they're just going through difficult times, such as
Yeah.
depression, or even they have mental health issues because it's just too much. It's just too much.
I love that. I love that point, because actually, there is no right or wrong, is it? You need to make it work for your family, and everybody has a different lifestyle. Everybody has a different needs, and that's why it really works well if you're listening to you and your family.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I say in this book. Is really, you are as precious as your children. They're not more precious than you. You are not more precious than them. You are as much as precious than them. So when you feel deep inside that you need some time off, that's right, because that's what you feel. And now it's just a matter of how you're gonna, create that time for yourself. And this is something that we talk about in the book. But it's just what you feel inside. You need to follow that voice, because this voice is there to protect you, to make sure that you are fulfilling, you are happy, you are in peace. So that's really important.
I love that. I love that you said that, because it was like when I started studying, it was one of the most important subjects to go to self-love, self-worth, self-deserving, and understanding that actually when you have more and feel better, you can give more.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And obviously a more, peaceful mom, happier mom would definitely come back home, more, able to handle more, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely. And your beautiful book is actually linked with your amazing business, which is, I loved Montessori school. So, when you actually leave your children with someone where they're growing and they're learning the way they would learn with you, it
yes,
just gives you so much more peace, inner peace as well.
yes, but that's why led me, sorry, to create the business. It's just because I realized that I wanted some time for myself, and I love the idea of a group setting. I just, been able to see from my own, eyes how the children were really happy to be in a group setting, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And when I look around in my area in London, I didn't find any. So I was like, oh, no, 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 no. I need some time for myself, and I want my little one to enjoy himself as well. And that's why I created Le Petit Vélo Mini Crèche here in London, because I knew that how important it was for the mom to have some time for herself, and how it is important for a child to be able to socialize and to learn within a group setting. So
It's
that's
fantastic.
just to respond to our needs. That's why we created Le Petit Vélo.
What would be some secret tips you could give us from your book? A little peek so people can get really excited to read it. I mean, the book is full of great tips. So I've I've seen Tessia's book, so I had the privilege to actually read it, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I 100% recommend it. And as being a mom, it really, and I've learned quite a lot as well. It gives you tips where you go, the I know syndrome, where we go, I know, but are we doing it? We all know everything, but actually, if we're not applying it into our life, there's no need to just know it.
Yes.
So that you do have a beautiful point.
Yes, I think what you will learn from this book is how you can improve the quality of your life. And I think when you will go through this book, you will understand that, yes, that's true. I have needs. Do I meet my needs at the moment? Yes, no. And then you will be able to adjust. We give you solutions to just, start to think about ways that you can, improve the life of your children and your own life. So I think that's the main thing. It's just, these little secrets here and there that will give you more joy out of life.
And would you agree that it's so important to do a little, because so many times I hear moms saying, oh, but you don't understand, I really don't have time. And we make time for things that are important for us. And would you agree that it's always better to start with the little steps and make sure you just start with doing something every day, create a habit, and then add on to something?
Yes, I would say that even like 5 minutes of your day, if you just want to create a new habit for 5 minutes, let's say I'm gonna meditate for 5 minutes, and it's it's really rejuvenated. Seriously, if you stick to it, you're consistent. You will definitely get amazing results, because when you meditate, you really, 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 get lots of benefits, such as, inner peace. You become calmer. You just, able to connect to the source of life, to your core self as well, to reduce stress and anxiety. So this is a little thing, right? 5 minutes a day. That's nothing. It's not big, but obviously it takes a decision to start, and consistency.
Yes,
So
I love the word consistency. I really love, because you know it's actually not about the core quantity, it's about the quality and doing it, being persistent with it and be consistent.
Yes,
And like
exactly.
you said, 5 minutes, it's actually quite a lot because it is a habit. And if it's a good habit, then it leads you to more good habits.
Exactly. And key to a life that you appreciate even more.
Where can people get your book?
So, to get information about the book, they just can go to the website, tessiabrival.com.
We will post it, yeah.
Yeah, we all obviously gives any all the updates that you know about the launch coming soon. And then the book will be released on the 17th of November, and you can find it on Amazon. So yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh,
I forgot social media as well. We give, you know, updates on social media, so Facebook, Instagram. You have as well information about the book.
I'll put all the links to come to Tessia, so you can actually follow her on all her media. We'll put it in the description. And is there anything else you would like to tell and wrap up with your amazing book?
I would say it can start today. If you decide to read this book, you will gather knowledge. And if you decide to apply this knowledge, then obviously your life will change, definitely.
I will ask you a last question. How does it make you feel to be an author? How was the journey?
Wonderful. I've learned so much. I felt sometimes overwhelmed, but I knew it was for something, you know, really, really worth it. I just want to help out. I've been in a situation that it was very difficult, and sharing my story, my challenges by becoming an author is just a massive reward. If I can help one person, then I did something right.
That is so beautiful. And we were just talking with Tessia before we came live. It's so amazing how the journey of author is just full of surprises, but fulfillment. A complete, fantastic journey of who you become in the process. So
Yeah.
love that. Oh, we'll look forward to reading your book. Well, me again. But everybody should have that. If you're a mom, it's got fantastic tips. I love when you share message. And it's also beautiful when you share your personal stories, because you can scrape off so many negative experiences and time. Time is so precious. And if somebody goes through these years and then process it into a beautiful message where you can learn faster, it's such an amazing way to actually, you know, take away years of struggle or going through something that you can read and actually avoid it. So
yes, you can do some, you know, pitfalls and mistakes if you decide to learn from the people that you know have been there before you. And that's, I think that's a wisdom. When you do that, it's just because you understand that you can have help and you can learn from others.
yeah. Oh, thank you so much for your beautiful interview. We look forward to buying your book, and I'm sure we'll hear from you again.
Thank you so much, Vladi. Really, really appreciate. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm
And
absolutely happy to see you, and I love your journey. You're
thank
such
you.
a beautiful person, and your message is really powerful. So absolutely.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day.
Vladi. Take care.
Bye.